Hello, it's Daryl at 10 Foot Truck, Good Attitude Services. And today I want to do a product review because I used a set of gloves or a pair of gloves last week when I was doing that job for a repeat customer. And I got them at the Dollar Tree. Receipts right there. And I've used them for the whole week. I was doing some really heavy labor. I was doing like retaining wall, pulling some rock walls out, real heavy rocks, a lot of heavy lifting, moving, just a ton of moving materials, construction materials, doing dump runs. And then I was doing cleanup on the side of the hill using rakes, and it was a lot of work. And the whole time I was wearing a set of these gloves that I got from the Dollar Tree. And after the dump run, I started to notice that this rubber gripping, it's like a real thick rubber grip. They have really good grip. Started to peel off. I mean, they're still working, but I want to make sure that I have all this material on here when I'm going back to work. So I went ahead back to the Dollar Tree, and I bought three pairs. So I got a green pair, I got a blue pair, and I got my favorite, my gray, silver pair, whatever we call them, gray, whatever we call it. And there it is. See, there's the tag, $1.25, heavy duty latex glove. The brand is, let me get my flashlight, Tool Bench Hardware. I guess they fit. It doesn't have a lot. It doesn't have a size. It says one size fits most. But I guess happened to fit me because they were very comfortable. I was surprised. I wore them all day long for all week. Last week I had to wear these every day, and they seem to be very comfortable. Like they fit. I mean, the grip on them is crazy. I mean, you can hear it. You can hear that grip. So I mean, they're a little bit loose on. Not really loose. They fit pretty good actually once you pull them up. But I did the whole time I was working. I have these on because I want to protect my hands. I want to get grip, and I want to protect my hands from sharp objects. Now on this side, on the edge here, it's not as protective as some of the more expensive gloves. But the rubber, as long as the rubber's all intact, it's very protective. It's a thick rubber, and it's got a really good grip. I mean, what do you expect for $1.25? So if you're on a budget like me, you can pick up, I should have picked up more than 3 pairs, but I got all these. I like these colors. That color's kind of cool too, blue. I like that color. But yeah, it's kind of a flexible material. I don't know if you can see it. See how it's like, I mean, it's kind of thick. It goes up, pulls pretty far down. It's kind of thick. But this part is really thick. But yeah, like I said, when you're doing all that rock work, it just, and a lot of like doing with the lumber and all the nails and stuff, I didn't have any scratches on my hands, and I did a lot of work. So I did protect my hands fairly well. But once the rubber starts to peel away, it starts to degrade the actual glove, you want to purchase another pair. So I'm probably going to go back and purchase, I should have got like 5 or 6 pairs of these because I really like them. I used to buy gloves at Lowe's and stuff, but of course it's a little more expensive when you go to Lowe's or you go to like Home Depot. And so, dollar store sometimes they have, I used to buy rope there for tie downs. And I really liked the rope I used to buy there for tie down, so I went back there specifically looked for that rope. They don't sell it there anymore, not at the time. They don't have it in stock there, so I might have to go to the other Dollar Tree. But then I saw these gloves, and I gotta get some more of those, and I'm ready for this week because I gotta go back on Thursday. I'm going back to repeat client that I worked for a week or 2 ago. That I did 3 days there, and I did a dump run. And I've been working with that client for about 6 months off and on. They're remodeling their home, so they got a lot of work. They have a lot of things they're bringing in, custom furniture, different types of furniture they're bringing in and stuff. They got projects. Had to get some appliances. They had to replace all their appliances. They redid their whole everything, cabinets, whole kitchen, living room. They're redoing the whole place. It looks really nice. But there's a lot of construction debris that I had to clean up because so much work being done, so I did a whole load. Then their basement's full of stuff. I had to get that out, cleaned out, and then I had to get all the wood piles in the back and everything organized, and then clean up the whole back. It's a big hill in the back, clean that up, and then did some gardening work in the front. And I don't know if you could do another retaining wall and that, but there's a lot more work to be done. So I'll be going back for another 3 days, and hopefully I'll get another junk haul at that job. Maybe, maybe not, but I'm gonna be doing some work. I really like working with this customer. Really nice customer, nice lady, very easy to work with, and so I'm happy to work for people like that. Most of it's gonna be labor, so I don't have to worry too much about the truck. So I might have a moving job coming up. The guy was trying to book for a moving job, and there was 2 other jobs that were going to be booking earlier this week, but they were too far, and I had to say no because I'm kind of reeling in my service area. My service area used to be really broad, but the older my truck gets, the only way I'm going to go to a further outside of my service region, which is about 25 to 30 miles radius, is I'm going to have to rent a truck, because my truck is getting to the point where, you know, it's at that age where I don't want to take it too far. I really want to keep it at a close place, so in case it has problems, like I don't have an issue having to get it back to the mechanic. I don't really want to have to, if I'm going to start going further out like I used to, I'm going to have to either get a newer vehicle that's more reliable, or I'm going to have to start renting a van, or renting, something like that. But in the meantime, I'm reeling it in. It's easier to manage when I'm in a certain area too. Of course, I might be missing out on some clients and some customers, but that's the way it is. Sometimes you have to pick your region and you stick with it. So I had to turn down a couple moving jobs, but I am getting calls for moving, because it is August, and August is a good month for moving, and also junk removal, and so is September and October. So we're at the beginning of it's Wednesday, or the first week of August. The weather's a little bit nicer in August. It's in the 80s and 90s, not the 90s and 100s. So it's easier to work. And then September's even easier because it's even nicer and cooler. So I'm looking forward to these next 2 months, or next 3 months. Really pushing it, getting the work done, getting more and more clients, and then, preparing for the winter, which is very slow. So especially I've heard this winter is going to be, last winter was hardly anything. We didn't hardly have any snow last winter. So this winter probably usually alternate. 1 year is not much snow, the next year is a bunch of snow. So this year the truck will be pretty much in the parking lot, sit with it because it'll be snowed in. So I'll try to get more work in August and September to make sure that I'm stacking my bread for the winter. And usually the winter I'll have to do the gig apps, like I was showing you some videos earlier about doing DoorDash and that. So I'll just alternate that in the wintertime. And then also I did that one curry job, which worked out pretty good. So that was pretty decent. That's a pretty decent app too. So because my other client that I used to do transporting pallet loads, I haven't heard from them. I think they must have either got their own truck or hired someone else. So that's the way it goes with that. But I'm glad I have this client that's coming up, because it's been pretty regular so far. So it's always good to have those repeat customers. And also sometimes I want you to do other types of work that may be outside of hauling, and if you're inclined to do that, that's great, because then you can continue to make money if you don't have any other jobs, and that keeps that customer happy, and they're probably going to work for you in the future. So, and then pass your number out. Anyway, God, these gloves can get warm, and they're pretty thick. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that. So in case someone is on a budget and that you can't buy, really, I recommend, if you're going to do this work, you want to get the highest quality gloves possible, because you want to protect your hands. These are your main tool is your hands. You always want to protect your main tool and your feet. Of course, everything, you want to protect, you want to have good, solid, you want to have comfortable clothes, but something that's, comfortable and not restrictive. But also you want to have good footwear. And I don't have my boots here to show you their actual steel toes, but they're kind of like they're not the old school, they're more like a hiking boot, but they're steel toe, and I use those because when I'm working around nails and things like that. A good set of boots, either hiking boots or work boots, preferably work boots, and you want those, and then a good set of gloves. Now if you can get the really expensive gloves, the ones that are going to last, I don't know, leather or whatever, something that's more high quality, then you get them if you can. But if you're like me and I can't afford that, and I need to get something just to go to work, and I know these work because they worked for me last week and or the week before, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these until I get more and more capital, and then I'll invest in course, more tools and all that. You always want to invest in tools, but protect your hands, protect your feet. Be careful on the job. Take your time. Don't overdo it. Don't strain yourself. Make sure you're getting hydrated, and that's everybody knows that. Drinking your water and stretching or whatever, warming up before it's an athletic job. It really is. I mean, it's a physical job, so be careful out there and make your money. This is a good week. We're at the beginning of the week. It's Tuesday, so tomorrow I got the day off. I'm going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, full blast all day long. Hopefully I'll do a movie job. I might not be able to do a movie job on Sunday if I'm really tired and worn out, but I might. But at least I got those days. Hopefully you guys got a full week and you're doing great. I think that's about it. Yeah. This is Daryl at 10 Foot Truck Good Attitude Services signing out.